Is the Virtual Console dead for the Nintendo Switch? Well, kind of, sort of, maybe. Or maybe it's just evolving. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? Activesin here, and today we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch and the Virtual Console. So, yesterday Nintendo talked about their new online system, how they're handling it, what you're getting for your $20 a year, and they also let loose that they have no plans to bring the Virtual Console to the Nintendo Switch. So that leads a lot of people to believe that the Virtual Console is dead. R.I.P. baby. But to me, it just seems like it's evolving, and what they're actually killing is just the term Virtual Console. Because we're still getting a lot of these retro games on the Nintendo Switch. If you look on the eShop right now, there's a lot of those Neo Geo games. The eShop is flooded with them. Capcom's bringing the Mega Man collection. Sega is also bringing Sega Ages. I think this is how third parties are handling the lack of a quote-unquote Virtual Console. And then we have what Nintendo's doing with their online paid network, where we're getting 20 NES games at launch, and there's more games to come. Now, this leads me to believe that this is how Nintendo is handling their retro games going forward, which is kind of what I wanted, the Netflix style service, where we just pay the monthly fee or the yearly fee to get their online, and also attach in the quote-unquote Virtual Console games. So if that's the case, I think that's the better move, because then the games will move along and be attached to your system, so that they can have this from system to system to system going forward, and you'll still have access to all the same games. You don't have to keep rebuying them. Now, that being said, for those who do want to buy the games, Nintendo should offer you a way to purchase the game and download the game separately. Now, right now, it's just the 20 NES games, but other games will come. As they've stated before, Super Nintendo games are coming. They'll probably offer some N64 games, but I think when it comes to GameCube, Wii and Wii U games, those will either get remastered, or for Wii U, as we already know, they'll get ported. But hopefully companies like Konami and all these other guys that make retro games bring their stuff over to the Switch on the eShop. Now, the only problem with this is the eShop is very hard to navigate. It's hard to find games that you want. Nintendo is gonna have to make specific tabs for these retro games. Maybe they can make a tab in the eShop called Virtual Console or Retro Games, and then put all those Capcom games, Konami games, Sega games, Neo Geo games, whatever, put them all in there, so at least it's easier to find what you're looking for. But to me, guys, the Virtual Console is not dead. It's evolving. It's going to be better because of this. It's going to be better for us in the long term, because at least this way it won't be tied to only one device. Because as we know with the Virtual Console, how it was before, the Virtual Console on the Wii, which was the best of all the Virtual Consoles, even if you bought those games and then you moved over to the Wii U, you would have to buy the games again. And same thing if you get it on the 3DS. They don't just transfer over. And that's annoying. That's dumb. I'm tired of buying the same game over and over. Maybe you feel differently, and hopefully Nintendo offers you a way to buy the game separately, but I feel it's better to have it as this kind of quote, like, similar to Netflix situation. Now, there would be no reason for Nintendo to swap the games out. I've heard people be a little worried that Nintendo might remove some games and replace them with others, but if they're Nintendo first-party titles, they really have no reason to do that. That would be a really crappy thing for them to do. Just like take out 10 games and replace them with 10 different games. Because like on Netflix, some of the shows get changed out, some of the shows and movies, but those are not the Netflix original shows and movies. Those always stay because they belong to Netflix. So why would they take them out? It adds value to the service. Same thing with these Nintendo first-party titles. I would imagine they would stay on the service to give added value to their online paid network. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. I think it's an evolution of the Virtual Console, and they're just getting rid of that name. It is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. Do you want the more traditional Virtual Console, or do you like this idea of having it tied to the online network? Do you think it's better to be able to download the games and then just play them whenever you want, and possibly have them, well, they will be tied to your account, and then be able to play them in future devices? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, guys, because that's how you'll find out when more videos drop. Have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Virtual console.